Pay close attention because what you're about to learn may completely transform the way you think about attraction. Most men don't lose opportunities because they lack confidence, good looks, or charisma. They lose them because they fail to understand the language of female attraction. And this language is incredibly subtle. It's quiet, delicate, and very easy to miss if you don't know exactly what to look for. You've probably experienced this before. You're sitting with a woman, talking, laughing, and feeling like there's some kind of chemistry between you. It seems as though something could happen, but nothing does. Then later, you replay the interaction in your head and ask yourself, did I overlook something? In many cases, the answer is yes. Not because you weren't attractive enough, but because you didn't recognize the signs. Female attraction rarely announces itself in loud and obvious ways. Instead, it reveals itself through patterns, tiny behaviors, and subtle shifts in energy. And once you learn how to identify these patterns, your understanding of attraction changes completely. The first sign is intentional touch. Not accidental contact and not simply friendly gestures, intentional touch. When a woman feels attracted to someone, she often finds small reasons to make physical contact. She might laugh and gently place her hand on your arm. She may do it repeatedly. Sometimes her hand remains there just a moment longer than it needs to. That extra second is important. When attraction is present, the mind naturally seeks closeness. Touch becomes a way of exploring connection. In a sense, her body is asking questions. Do I feel comfortable with him? Does he welcome my presence? Is there something meaningful developing here? Most men either fail to notice this completely, or they react too strongly. The better response is surprisingly simple. Match her energy. Remain relaxed. Hold eye contact. Don't rush to force anything. Allow the moment to exist naturally, because attraction often grows in those quiet spaces between words. The second sign is the way she looks at you. This goes beyond ordinary eye contact. It's the quality and depth of her gaze. When a woman begins feeling something for a man, her eyes communicate it differently. She maintains eye contact slightly longer than normal. There is warmth in it, softness, and genuine attention. Then she briefly looks away before meeting your eyes again. This pattern, looking at you, holding your gaze, glancing away and returning, is rarely random. It's often a form of emotional processing. She's allowing herself to experience the moment, then momentarily stepping back from its intensity, only to lean in once more. And this is exactly where many men make a mistake. They break eye contact too quickly. They laugh nervously. They escape the tension of the moment. Yet some of the strongest attraction exists within silence. If you can remain present for just 1 second longer, you communicate something incredibly powerful: confidence, emotional steadiness, and presence. And those qualities are uncommon. The third signal is one that almost nobody recognizes. She begins creating opportunities to be alone with you. This doesn't usually appear obvious, and it rarely feels like a direct invitation. She might say, "Come over here. I want to show you something," or suggest moving somewhere else. Sometimes she simply steps away from the group and continues talking with you. On the surface, it seems casual, but beneath that, something else is happening. She's changing the environment. She's moving from public interaction to private connection, from noise and distractions to focused attention, from social energy to something more personal. She's creating an opportunity where a deeper connection can develop. Most men miss this moment, not because they refuse to follow her, but because they fail to adjust their energy. They continue making the same jokes, keeping everything superficial and distracted. As a result, the opportunity quietly disappears. The right response is to recognize the shift. Slow yourself down. Speak more calmly. Become fully present. Allow the conversation to become slightly more meaningful. Don't force it. Simply be real, because what she's evaluating in that moment isn't your cleverness or your perfect words. She's paying attention to your presence. Now here's the truth that many men need to hear. None of these signals means very much by itself, but when they begin appearing together, they form a clear pattern. She touches you. Her eyes linger on you. She creates opportunities for closeness and privacy. Together, These behaviors communicate one message: I'm interested, but I need you to meet me halfway. And this is where many men hesitate, not because they don't care, but because they doubt what they're seeing. So remember this: you don't need flawless lines, and you don't need perfect timing. What you need is awareness and the courage to move forward when the opportunity presents itself. Because attraction rarely announces itself with great fanfare. More often it reveals itself quietly and subtly, visible only to the people who are truly paying attention. And now you know what most men never learn.